Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Do you need a mortgage? My friend Jerry and her expert team are ready to help you out every single day. They are Maryville's top mortgage broker, and you can call them at 865-238-7500, or you can visit them online at volunteerhomemortgage.com. I saw Jerry just the other day. We were doing a new commercial for her, so I don't have to do the live reads anymore. And she is just an amazing person, so make sure you give her a call today if you're looking for a mortgage. She's got a slew of information to be able to help you out. All right, it's Tuesday morning. It's August 12th. It's 6:01, and it's going to be a kind of a rainier day around East Tennessee. So do grab the umbrellas and the rain jackets. You're going to need those on a day like today because we are talking about efficient rain producers that are going to set up shop and head our way. And as they do, we have the threat for some localized flooding and flash flooding. We're talking about that. We're talking about the rest of the week and, of course, that all-important weekend forecast. And for those of you that want to dive into the tropics, we're going to stick around. If you want to stick around, we're going to dive into the tropics a little bit, talk about Tropical Storm Erin. Where is Erin potentially going to go? Along with some, I don't have any Witcher's pictures to share with you this morning. I've already looked at that. But we do have your national holidays to get to work with as well. All right, so first things first, we'll start you off with a live view. That is not a live view. Well, we'll move right along. How about this one? That was an old photo, but that was a really cool picture. All right, there's a live view right there from downtown Clinton and Anderson County here this morning. A nice, quiet start to the day. We don't have much in the way of rainfall so far this morning there, but the rainfall will be on the increase. You can see the radar above me. We do have some showers that are already showing up into parts of, say down towards Chattanooga. We've had a couple of light showers through McMinn, Monroe County here this morning, and I'll show you that here in just a moment as well. All right, so yesterday, I'm going to talk about this for a second. I always do, but especially on Wake Up with Witcher. But yesterday, we made it into the mid to upper 80s. I was forecasting 89 degrees. We made it to 89 yesterday. Didn't really pick up a whole lot of rainfall, although I was over into Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge, and I'll explain that here in a second as well. But did have some light rain showers, kind of an overcast, dreary day across the foothills and mountains, but other locations around town saw plenty of sunshine around the area. And again, a solid average day yesterday. Now, I highlight that because we are going to see those temperatures drop a little bit today and tomorrow. I also highlight the rainfall that we saw. You can see those light rain showers across the mountain counties, but things are about to change here throughout the day today due to a little disturbance in the mid-levels of the atmosphere swinging on through. We've talked all week long, actually for like the last week or so, about the water-loaded atmosphere that's going to be heading our way. And as that happens, that's going to lead to efficient rain producers. So here's what's going on the radar so far this morning, and we do have a couple of showers already showing up into parts of Whitwell, Dunlap, Pikeville, moving its way into Ray and Meigs County, stretching over into McMinn, Monroe County, Maryville, seeing a little bit of rain, or at least in Blount County. Maryville, you're going to be next in line for seeing some rain, and this is going to be shifting its way northward. This is just the beginning of what could be potentially heading our way throughout the day today. So let's take a look at the excessive rainfall outlook by the Weather Prediction Center. They've issued a level 1, level 2 risk for flooding and flash flooding concerns throughout the day today. And I think the heaviest rain is going to be across the mountain counties and south of Interstate 40. I think the bullseye for the yellow shaded area is probably the best area to be a little bit more weather alert on a day like today. All right, so level 1, level 2 risk for flooding and flash flooding concerns today. Here's your future cast. Picking up on some of that energy already this morning. So the model's already picking up on some of that energy that was already taking shape here this morning. Now, we're not talking about a ton of rain, but we do have some scattered showers out there, even up towards Tri-Cities and the mountain counties, a little bit of rain already this morning. But I think as we get into the afternoon, it's going to start to pick up in coverage and intensity. Here's 3 o'clock this afternoon. Kids heading home from school. You're going to be sitting in the parent line, right? The kids are going to be walking home from the bus stop. So maybe a good idea to pack the umbrellas and the rain jackets, not just for yourself, of course, but for the kiddos, and because we're going to be dealing with some rain showers as we get home, as the kids get home from school. We'll probably have some lingering showers for the evening commute, and then by maybe not 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, some of that rain's going to fade away, but it's not totally done yet because I do think we'll have some rain showers through the overnight hours. Just through 7 o'clock, some areas could pick up well over an inch of rain. Some areas maybe not nearly as much, and not necessarily everybody seeing rain today, unfortunately, but because we need the rain. But I think over the next couple of days, most of us have a pretty good shot for seeing some sort of rainfall around the area. It's mild and muggy this morning. Still a little bit more comfortable across upper East Tennessee. Near Tri-Cities, Rogersville, Greenville's a little bit warmer this morning, so temperatures generally speaking upper 60s to low 70s, which is warmer this morning. Good morning, Patsy. How are you this morning? It is Taco Tuesday. Guess what the Witchers bought for food this week? Yep, tacos. We're doing tacos tonight. You've got Toco Tuesday. Well, maybe it could be Toco Tuesday. Topo Chico Tuesday. All right, so temperatures are trending a little bit warmer this morning. You'll feel that when you step outside. But as I mentioned, dew points are a little bit on the lower side. Still coming up, though, towards the mountain counties and upper East Tennessee. Everybody else's dew points, it's a lot stickier this morning than what it has been over the last few mornings. It's been comfortable, at least for those morning lows. And we've been talking about how things are going to be changing here this week. Temperatures, because we'll have increased clouds, increased rain chances, temperatures come down. It's an inverse relationship, okay? And so we're talking below average temperatures potentially today, going in the mid to upper 80s. Now, yesterday's forecast for today was, I had 88, so I dropped it 2 degrees. So we'll see how that plays out based on the latest model guidance. And so really not going to be dealing with much of a heat index value today. So that's good news to pass along as well. If you have evening plans here tonight, still going to be hanging on to a few showers for the evening rush hour, dinner time. And just an FYI, I know the graphics showing you thunderstorms. I really don't think we're going to have much in the way of thunderstorm activity today. Really, the process today and tonight is going to be efficient rain producers. We've got long, skinny CAPE, convective available potential energy. That's the buoyancy in the atmosphere, right? Whenever it's a long, skinny CAPE and not a big, fat one, that typically means that we're probably not going to see much in the way of thunderstorm activity. But due to the fact that, and I talk about this, and I'll show you this graphic here in a second, but PWAT values go up, precipitable water, remember that name, right? That's going up to about a 2.2 to 2.7. That's incredible. That's going to produce those tropical-like downpours. Not to mention our freezing levels at about 14,000 plus feet. So we're not going to see any hail. And whenever our freezing level goes way up, that gives us better potential for efficient rain producers. That's all it means. A water-loaded atmosphere is what I'm saying. And so even overnight tonight, we're going to have to contend with a little bit of rain. Watch this. So do anticipate some scattered showers through the overnight hours. If you work the midnight shift, the overnight shifts, you may have some rain showers. If you are going to be getting up early tomorrow morning, we may be contending with some rain showers to start the day on Wednesday. And then we'll probably see a few scattered showers throughout the day on Wednesday. So just over the next 24 hours, rainfall totals are going to be a little bit more prevalent around town. And some decent rain. I mean, you can see the model of guidance is picking up on some locations, picking up over 2 inches of rainfall. So if that were to take shape and take place, that's why that's why we do have that flood risk. Now, the National Weather Service said they're going to hold off on a flash flood watch for now, or a flash flood watch for now. But they may have to issue that throughout the day today. And if they do, of course, you'll get notified with the East Tennessee Weather app as long as you have notifications turned on. It's a wealth of weather information there. All right, so average highs a little bit below average today, tomorrow, but you can see that inverse relationship. Rain chances go up, clouds go up, temperatures come down. Then we start to round out the week. We'll see a little bit more sunshine, so now temperatures come up and a ridge of high pressure starts to build its way back in. So the good news is as we head into the upcoming weekend, we're looking at a warmer August weekend with mostly dry conditions. Which is great news to pass along. Obviously, we're in school. Summer vacations are pretty much wound down, but folks still want to get out into the pools if they're still open, and of course, out on the lake. So hopefully you have a chance to enjoy that. Now, remember, dew points are going to stay a little bit on the elevated side, low to mid-70s, even more so today and tomorrow, and even Thursday. And so while we're not going to have too much of a heat index value today and tomorrow due to the fact that we have the clouds and the rain showers in place, the heat index value does climb as we head into the upcoming weekend. So it's going to be a toasty, roasty weekend for sure. All right, let's take it to the big picture pattern. By the way, if that's all you need to know, you need to hit the road and you got to go for the day. We're just going to go to the big picture weather pattern now to kind of explain why things are happening the way they're going to be happening today and tomorrow. Plus, we're going over tropics and just all that information. So our water vapor imagery, what I want to show you here is in the bottom right-hand side of the screen, we've got a ridge of high pressure. You get that clockwise rotation around a ridge of high pressure. We also have a trough digging across the Great Plains, and that's produced some incredible amounts of rain over into parts of Iowa, Nebraska, the upper Midwest. And so because we have that, that's got a funnel effect, right? You get counterclockwise around low pressure, clockwise around high pressure, and that's that funnel effect from the Gulf just to pump in a lot of moisture. And as I've mentioned over the last few days, our PWAT values, our precipitable water values go up. So you can see how we have these darker shades of reds and oranges that are going to slide into the area today and tomorrow, still be with us on Thursday. But look at this. We'll push those darker shades of reds on out of here, which means the available moisture in the atmosphere goes way down. So while we'll see some thunderstorms probably as we wrap up the week, they're not going to be the efficient rain producers that we'll see today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. And because we have those efficient rain producers, we have that risk for flooding and flash flooding concerns around the entire region today, tomorrow, and also again on Thursday, where just by the end of the week, many locations broad brush in it are going to pick up upwards of half an inch, 3/4 to maybe even over 1.5 inches. But I think we also have the potential of seeing well over 2 inches in some locations if you were to get the rain showers day in and day out. All right, Tropical Storm Erin advisory was at 5 o'clock this morning. It is moving to the west at 22 miles per hour. Max winds at 45. The next update's coming up at 10 o'clock this morning. Potentially could become a Category 3 hurricane as a fish storm. And this takes us over the next 120 hours. And so really it won't be until next Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe that some of this activity could start to move on in. So let me show you. I've not posted this on social media for obvious reasons. Actually, I don't have that. Let me get that for you. And so let me show you what the latest model guidance is from the American model. See if we can get that up here for you. Well, there it is. All right, so let me show you the latest model guidance from the American model. This is the GFS. So there is the storm system right there in the center of your screen. So let's just push play. Again, you'll see how this is going to continue to work its way north of the Lesser Antilles. And then it's going to swing its way north of the Greater Antilles and the Caribbean. This is the latest model guidance. Working its way right towards Bermuda. But that won't be until next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday timeframe. By next Thursday night, it's a thing of the past. So maybe this just stays a fish storm. Well, with the exception of Bermuda, of course. But they're used to hurricanes, and they can withstand them. It's always mind-blowing to me. You can barely even see Bermuda on a map. You got to zoom way in here. There's Bermuda right there in the center of your screen. Like, look at that little tiny guy. Look at that. I mean, has anybody ever been to Bermuda? Look at how little that thing is. And this thing's out in the middle of the ocean, the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and gets walloped sometimes by hurricanes. It's almost amazing that it's still there. All right, let's go to the chat. Good morning, everyone. Let's see. We got Russell West. Ugly, kind of humid outside this morning, he says. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit on the sticky side here over the next couple of days. Good morning, Tina. How are you this morning? It's been a while, I feel like, since I've seen you. It's so cloudy this morning, not a star in sight. And because of those clouds, that's why temperatures will stay a little bit more on the cooler or mild side. Let's see, I missed it. When does rain start? So the rain is going to start. We've already have a couple of showers out there this morning. And I think the rain's just going to really pick up. I think for the evening, as the kids head home from school here today, as you drive the kids home, Cameron, from school today, I think we could be dealing with some decent amount of rain around the area. And some of the heaviest rain right now is showing up into parts of Blount County and parts of Monroe and McMinn County, Ray and Meigs County, down across the Southern Valley. So, again, it's going to be a gradual progression. Can't rule out, we'll probably see some showers in and around parts of Knox County this morning, and then they'll probably pick up throughout the afternoon hours. Good morning, Carol. I'm back among you. Nice. Well, Carol, we may be changing the time. And so just for you all, I think we're gonna try 7:30. We're gonna try 7:30. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. And for those of you that weren't with us yesterday, I talked about it, how, I doing the 6 o'clock live broadcast is great and all, but really the majority of you all come to me through the app itself. I see the analytics, I see the population, I see where people come from. And so because of that, it's a must. I need to have the app fully updated. That means 1 minute with Witcher. That means your daily forecast weather updates. That means the forecast inputted into the app itself as people get up. A lot of people get up, just look at their cell phones real quick, check the weather, and move about their day. Most people don't consume this kind of a broadcast. This kind of a broadcast is for us to have a community. This kind of a broadcast is because a lot of us are used and trained to a traditional broadcast. But believe it or not, the majority of folks do not consume weather in the long form weather format like this. In the long form, traditional updated forecasts that are, a minute and a half to 3-4 minutes long explaining the weather. Most of you just don't do that. I say you because you're on the platform, so I don't really mean you. It's like when I talk to my kids, I'm like, well, you guys, and my kid's like, why are you clumping me into you guys? Well, because part of the times you're part of the problem as well. Anyways, so with that said, I need to make sure, and of course, we're always evolving with this kind of a platform, trying to find what works best for you, what works best for me and my family. And I think, unless you have major qualms about it, I think we're going to start at 7:30. We'll try that tomorrow and see how it all plays out. If we don't like it, we can surely change it. It's like a haircut. If you don't like it, just wait a couple weeks. It will grow back out. And you can get another haircut. So that's what we're going to try to do. So 7:30 tomorrow morning, we will be broadcasting Wake Up with Witcher. But if you can't join then of course it will be on the rebroadcast will be on social media and on YouTube. But I will have the whole weather app updated before we get to the live broadcast at all. All right. So I hope you're okay with that. If you have major concerns about that or major problems with that, let me know. This is your platform, not my platform. I don't do this just to hear myself talk. Andrea says, it's been a light, misty sprinkle here in Clinton since about 4:30 in the morning. Rain. Yeah, my whole afternoon route. Probably the case. Maybe. We'll see how it all plays out. But good morning, Mark. How are you this morning? It's an ugly muggy. It's an ugly muggy morning. We'll keep going with the chat here this morning, but right now let's get to work with the national holidays for the day today. It is an overcast gray day, and we're starting that way. That's a live view from KMNV, Monroe County Airport. You can see we have some wet runway out there this morning with the overcast skies. You can see the radar above me. And again, the rain showers are continuing. So over towards Tellico Village, Sweetwater, Von Noor. I'll just take this full for a second before we get to those national holidays for folks that want to hit the road. Over into Townsend, Happy Valley, Tallahassee, Benfield, Tellico Village, Von Noor. Just north of Madisonville. So heads up Loudoun County, Loudoun, Lenoir City, just north of Athens. But Spring City and anybody in and around Meigs County, some rain showers there. And most of the rain is north of also Chattanooga. All right, national holidays for the day today. Of course, we're always celebrating birthdays and events. Anybody's got a birthday, give us a big shout out. Anybody has any events coming up, give us a big shout out. And speaking of events, don't forget the Big Kahuna Wing Festival is coming up August 31st. If you're on social media at all, you probably have seen the Big Kahuna Wing Festival social media. They're killing it with their social media, by the way. Tickets are on sale right now. It's August 31st. Doors open at 2 o'clock. It runs, I think, until 10 o'clock at night. I am the official meteorologist for the event itself, so we'll be keeping everybody up to date on that. Unfortunately, I'm not able to come to the event because I am in a wedding that day. One of my best friends is getting married, and I'm in the wedding, so I can't partake in the event, unfortunately. But go buy your tickets for the Big Kahuna Wing Festival today. Just go to their website, thebigkahunawingfestival.com. All right, so it's National Julienne Fries Day. All right, I'm gonna give a big shout out to that this morning, and here's the reason why. I love shoestring fries. I love julienne fries. I think the julienne actually is really awesome. I think it just adds. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the steak fries. So the skinnier the better. But I also like, they don't need to be too crispy. Some of my favorite fries out of the McDonald's fry pack is going to be the soggy ones, the limp ones. It's National Vinyl Record Day. All right, where's Buck when we need him? I know he's got some vinyl records. Anybody have their vinyl records? A, do you still have them? B, are they in good shape? And C, do you have a record player to still play them? I bought a vinyl record not too long. Well, I said not too long ago. This is probably about 15 years ago. So Oh, how time flies, right? And it was a band that we used to listen to on the way to skiing. Growing up in high school, it was like whenever we got on Vail Pass, we turned this music on. It was a cassette tape, of course. And we jammed down Vail Pass, getting ready for the ski day. They're like, oh, let's go. It was called Nasty Rocks Incorporated, ROX, Nasty Rocks Incorporated. It's a European band. Could not find them anywhere. This is well before, Apple Music and iTunes and stuff like that really became available. So I found one in Europe, a vinyl record of this cassette tape that we used to listen to growing up. I got it in the mail. It came from Europe. It cost me like $70 for this vinyl record. I really wanted it, okay? It's still sitting in my sock drawer. And then one of the radio DJs here in town, actually at B97.5, which, by the way, I partner with them. You'll hear my weather forecast on B97.5 and 18 other radio stations in town. I had the DJ actually dub it down for me and digitize it for me and cleaned it up, and it sounded amazing. And so I still have that in my iTunes account or my Apple Music account today. It's National Middle Child Day. Any middle childs out there, children? I'm the middle child, and I am the classic middle child. Let's see what it says about the middle child, shall we? Each year on August 12th, National Middle Child Day honors that in-between child in the family. Of course, larger families celebrate more than one middle child, too, right? But many believe birth order plays a pivotal role in personalities of children, and I would probably agree with that. For example, the middle child syndrome, yes, I have it, describes the firstborn as the leader and the role player. Okay, I'll go with that one. Meanwhile, the youngest one earns the title of the baby in the family, and that is so true. Therefore, the middle child role remains undefined. Birth order also may contribute to the big five personality traits: extrovert, neurotism. Geez, I'm not going to be able to say these. But anyways, one personality study also claims that the middle children tend to be artistic and creative. That I am not. But today we are going to be focusing on all the middle children in the world today. I will say that I do have classic middle child syndrome, where I am the peacemaker of the family. I want everybody to get along. I think that also goes into when my birth date is. I am a Gemini. And so while I'm a super extrovert, I'm very outgoing, always have been. That's why I always tell you, if you ever see me in public, come say hi to me, because I want to talk to you, but I don't know if everybody watches me, and they don't. But yeah, I'm an extrovert. Let's see, what else is a middle child syndrome? I'm the peacemaker. I don't like conflict. I try to ignore conflict as best as possible. But when my parents were getting a divorce back when I was in college, unfortunately, I was having to be the peacemaker of the family and say, listen, guys, and just try to navigate the whole process together as a family. But if you're a middle child, let's celebrate today. Let's celebrate today together. That's all the national holidays we have for you today. Let's see if we get a new camera up here. Let's get this camera up, shall we? We'll take you to Fox Road Marina in West Knoxville. Overcast, gray, dreary day. Grab the umbrellas. You'll need those today. I hope it's a grouper fish storm. Sure. That's what they call it, Alex. It's a fish storm. It only affects the mariners and the fish out in the middle of the ocean. I don't have any new pictures unless somebody's uploaded one this morning. Somebody has uploaded one this morning. Matthew Lilly. I'm not quite sure if he's on here this morning, but here's his photo. It's probably going to be sideways. Y'all take these vertical photos because silly social media. TV is sideways, my friends. Look at that one. Dog hanging out of the sunroof. That's awesome. What does he say in this photo? Beautiful sunset ushered in by an equally beautiful pup. Boy, I'd say so, Matthew. I'd say so. Don't forget, you can always upload those to Witcher's pictures using the East Tennessee Weather app. So yesterday, I had a chance to head to downtown Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. I will tell you, I was dropping off some equipment in Gatlinburg yesterday. I think I told you yesterday I'm getting 2 new cameras up and running here in the next couple of weeks. They are going to be amazing. I promise you that. And so 2 new cameras coming to the network here soon. I was still working on trying to really get those fine-tuned to be on the app and on the website itself every single day. But for some reason, they just have not been stable. And listen, I don't have a slew of people and tech people working for me. I don't really have anybody working for me. I've got a sales guy and my brother-in-law who does IT for me, and he's really helping me navigate a lot of this stuff. So it's just me by myself trying to figure this out in the giant world of tech. And so, yeah, they're not too stable right now, but we're working on that. But we do have a slew of weather cameras that are really going to be coming to the market here to help you navigate not only the daily weather, but to be able to see the daily weather, because I think it's super important to understand that you could look at data, you could look at numbers, you could look at radar all day long, but sometimes it's just nice to step outside or look at a camera and look at the weather. And that is my goal here at East Tennessee Weather, to make it as easy and efficient for you to obtain the important weather information for the day. So not only did I drop off some equipment yesterday, and I can't tell you where the cameras will be yet, but they're going to be awesome. I promise you that. They're going to be amazing. Anyways, probably some of my new they will probably and likely be some of my new favorite cameras that I've installed. But I also had a very important meeting yesterday as well. And in this meeting, I have a group of folks that are 1,000,000% on board and are willing to help push this platform forward. It's not only to help push this platform forward but it's to help the community awareness. That's why I'm here. I want you to be able to obtain all the weather information at your time, at your will, whenever you want to, in the most easy and efficient way possible. And these folks are going to help me out. Got a couple big meetings this week as well. So I'll keep you posted on how this all plays out. But there are some great stuff coming our way. And if we can make this work, I promise you, it is going to be the only way, which I know a lot of you do. I don't know how many of you actually consume local TV anymore, or if you kind of watch this and you go back to the TV program. It doesn't matter to me. But my goal is for everybody to have this to be the one-stop shop resource for weather information here in East Tennessee. And just know that the app travels anywhere in the country that you may travel to. So that's the goal with East Tennessee Weather, and we're going to try to push forward every single day. And I know so many of you do, and you help out because you actually are sharing the weather app with your friends and family members and coworkers. And I so much and am so grateful, so much appreciative and so grateful for you to be able to do that every day. And I hope you like it. I hope you like this community. I hope you like the way I do severe weather coverage. I hope you like the way the app is. And I tell you all the time, if there's something you don't like or if there's something that's not working, you got to let me know. You got to, because you're the users on a day. I use it every day too, but you're the users on a daily basis. And so this is for you. So please let me know. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Be like, hey, I've got thick skin. I've worked in the business for a long time. Trust me. People are mean and critical, and I get it. And that's fine. I've got thick skin. I can handle it. So 7:30 sounds good to Aaron. All right, Becky Cox says, yay, 7:30 would be great. Love 7:30, says Layla. So, yay, okay, good. Maybe we're all on the same page then. You know, for so many years doing local TV, you get up early. We started broadcasting at 4:27 in the morning, and we wouldn't stop broadcasting until 9 o'clock in the morning. That's nonsense. We don't need to do that. Right? But I want to give you the information when you want it. So if you can't join at 7:30 in the morning, we're going to test this out for the rest of the week. So tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll talk about it over the week and see how the weekend is and see if maybe we switch to this. And if it works better for everybody, then we'll do it that way. But just know that if you cannot join for the live update, that all East Tennessee weather platforms will be updated before the live event starts. And the live, I do go into a lot more detail, but I want to expand the live and go into more meteorological stuff. You know? So we're going to be changing things up a little bit. That's the hopes. Always evolving, always changing. The world is dynamic, and so is East Tennessee weather. So I really do appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow. Love the pops and crackles. Oh, there we go. You're talking about vinyl records. There we go. I will see you tomorrow morning, not at 6 a.m. We will do 7:30. Let's see how that works, okay? Is that a deal? All right, deal. Deal. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. Grab the umbrellas, grab the rain jackets, track the rain today with the interactive radar and the East Tennessee Weather App. It's 100% free. See you tomorrow.